Alrighty, folks, we apologize for some technical snafus there as, well, isn't it so fitting that when you need technology to work the most, it often fails on you, and inexplicably, the stream wasn't working, but hey, our crack team figured it out and we are underway here live. We've played a couple minutes so far in this open division game between the Ice Dogs in red and the Ice Owls in yellow, 0-0. Nico Cardarelli and Mike Ross up here in the booth providing commentary for this game as Jason Yuha brings the puck into the zone. So folks, again, we apologize for joining this game in progress, but the good news is you haven't missed much as it's 0-0 early on in this one. Puck sent down the ice. No icing called there. Tough break for the Ice Owls as the Ice Dogs pick it up. Centering attempt, that one just missed as it was Nathan Tree trying to find the man out front. Jason Yuha comes up with it now. Tries to work his way around the net. Yuha cycling. Makes the pass down low behind the goal, and it'll be picked up by the Ice Dogs. Nice job by Yuha to hold the zone as that shot attempt from Hugh Leduc goes into the far corner. Chasing after it is Mizuraka. He got to that one first. As we get an icing call there against the Ice Dogs.
So this is the matchup we've been talking about.
Yeah, this is the two undefeated teams so far.
Yeah, we've been waiting for this one after some pretty dominating performances yesterday. This one was already highlighted on the schedule for today as one that everybody's very interested in.
Craig Fitzpatrick with the shot off the face-off. That one got blocked as the Ice Owls try hold the zone, but Heaslip will have to retrieve the puck from back inside his own end. Sean Heaslip picks it up behind his net, starts to wheel out along the far side wing, cuts up the middle, and now along the near side where he backhands it ahead for Fitzpatrick. The Ice Dogs closing them down defensively, but here goes Heaslip into the offensive zone. Nope, just offside. So we get the whistle at the line.
So you may notice a different voice in the background in this game. Lindsay Cannell. He's a big Leaf fan. Sister is vision impaired and follows me on social media. Has always wanted to be a PA announcer in sports, but said she's too nervous to try it. I said, well, why don't you come down to the tournament and work with Brian and do a game? And Brian's been gracious enough to say, absolutely, I'll help her out. I'll run the music. She can do some announcing. So a guest PA announcer here at the event as well today.
Well, hopefully the teams can supply Lindsay with a few goals to announce over the loudspeaker, but so far some lockdown defensive play, and with 5.5 minutes remaining in the first, these two teams are deadlocked at zeros. Mark DeMontis picks up the loose puck at center ice, starts to bring it into the zone. Sauce flip over to the far wing as he tries to hit Heaslip with the pass. And the puck goes sky high in the air as DeMontis tried to flip it right over top the net, but now it's controlled by the Ice Dogs as skating it ahead there was Jukka Pulkkinen as he tried to center it out front, but that time it was broken up. We've got some mismatch on the numbers from the roster compared to the ice. Pulkkinen wearing 10 as it's brought in here by Brandon Joy. Backhand pass, actually checked that. It was Serbu who made the initial pass. There's a shot from the point. Big save by Joey the Wall Cabral as he tracked that shot from the point and closed the 5-hole.
Action coming from the outside there. And Cabral doing what he's been doing the entire tournament. Just shutting the door on anything coming from the outside. You're not likely to beat him from far out top of the circle type shots. You got to beat him in tight. You got to beat him upstairs in tight.
So let's find out if the Ice Dogs can start to elevate the puck here on Cabral, but some good head-to-head one-on-one between Serbu and Yuha, and Yuha was able to chop the puck away. Closes down the lane on his national team teammate Serbu. Serbu muscles through that check, Those two had a great head-to-head, and then Serbu getting a little bit aggressive with the shot behind the net. And St. Denis draws the penalty, which will be coming up here momentarily. Kelly Serbu getting a little frustrated out there, and as a result, his team's going to be shorthanded for the next 3 minutes or less.
And Kelly's not liking that call, I don't think. But that was hardly incidental contact. He's still John. He at least got a smile on his face as he's doing it. And he gets the 3 minutes. Put his team down one man here with 3:10 left to go here in the first period.
All right, so it has just been confirmed to us officially that these two teams will battle in the gold medal game tomorrow. So this is a preview of the gold medal, and then our later game here between the Ibu and the Eclipse will be a preview of your bronze medal game tomorrow. So a good preview of what's to come on Championship Sunday as Nathan Tunis tries to dig it off the half wall. Yuha picks it up, cycling out through the hash mark, shoots! Yeehaw, Yuha! They score on the power play. Jason Yuha continues to have the red hot stick, and it's the Ice Owls taking the 1-0 lead.
And this is just what you've come to expect from the Ice Owls so far in this tournament. They get on the board early, and they play a very consistent game. I'm just a little bit surprised that it happens here against the Ice Dogs. And this really is the premier match, but hey, they make them pay. You get the penalty, you make them pay, and now they're up 1-0, 2 minutes left to go here.
Well, and I just wonder if that's going to spark Serbu even more and his Ice Dog teammates as they try to bring the puck up here. Nice work in tight by Chaz Mizuraka. He continues to maneuver behind the net, centers out front, but that pass never quite connected. Mizuraka plays it back to the point. That shot attempt coming from the stick of Gilles Ouellette got blocked. Actually checked that was Dylan Bradbury there with a shot. His attempt got blocked, and now here go the Ice Owls. Nice job by Heaslip to needle that pass through, but no one there in yellow around the hash marks, and the puck sent down the ice. And that'll go for an icing with a minute plus remaining here in the period. So final minute of play here in the first period. The Ice Owls leading 1-0 over the Ice Dogs. Tightly contested first period, but here go the Dogs. As Kelly Serbu brings it in, makes the pass over to Mizuraka. He wanted a call, nothing doing. Back in front for Serbu. Oh, what a save by Joey the Wall Cabral. They poke away at it. He had it frozen, and then Paul Schmold pushing Serbu around to get him off the goaltender. Things are heating up here.
Well, Kelly Serbu's digging in at that puck after the whistle. So I don't blame the Ice Owls at all for sort of pushing back on him a little bit there. But I think Kelly on that play, I was surprised to see him cut back across to the right side of the ice. I thought he was just going to feed a pass over there and maybe look for a tip. Didn't happen.
Well, the Ice Dogs continue to chip away, but the final few seconds tick off the clock. And after the first period of play, it's the Ice Owls with a 1-0 advantage here in the 2022 Canadian National Blind Hockey Tournament Open Division.
And if this is a preview of the gold medal game, then we're going to expect just as tight and maybe even a little bit more of an intense game tomorrow, right? They're just sort of testing each other out here, but you know that whatever happens today is likely to carry into the gold medal game tomorrow. These two teams they're competitive. Their top offensive leaders are competitive. The goaltenders have been phenomenal, right? We're talking about Cabral and Weber. This is a great matchup that we're going to have in the final.
And, of course, you can catch all the final action tomorrow starting at 9 a.m. Rossi, my phone's on the fritz right now, so I'm going to rely on you. It's okay. I'll let you handle the shout-outs coming in since you have it up on your feed. Lori Lang is to say, yay, Ice Owls. And
The nicknames, they continue. Better call Paul Schmald. Better call Paul Schmald. Great defensive play. That's from Lori. So thank you, Lori, for reaching out.
Yes, Paul Schmald from Edmonton. Better call Paul. A nice play on words there from the TV series Better Call Saul. And when you need a lockdown defensive player, you better call on Paul Schmald. And yeah, Paul and his Ice Owls teammates have had a strong first period as they lead this game 1-0.
Edward Laba going a little crazy there, coming out like feeling the music, doing the old. It almost looked like the Gretzky shuffle, you know. Gretzky would basically run in place on skates. That's what Laba was doing there, getting hyped, ready for the shift. I love it.
Great description as Laba and Juha come together to get a block on that shot from Dylan Bradbury. As digging away for the puck are the Ice Owls, and they clear it out across center ice. Bradbury tracks back to pick it up. Bradbury's been working hard with the Newfoundland Islanders. There he sends the puck in deep from the wrong side of center ice. That'll be an icing call.
Icing call here, and back to the other end. The Ice Owls with the 1-0 lead in this game. You don't want to get into that penalty trouble against a team like this, right? I mean, you've got the offensive prowess here of Jason Juha. He'll make you pay at the best of times, or certainly going to take advantage of you at the worst of times.
Well, Juha with the lone goal in this game so far, maybe no surprise there, but here's Mark DeMontis picking the puck up in the far corner. Spinning off the check. Check this out. Demo crashing the net, and he went so hard to the net that he and Serbu did a little dance and took it right off the pegs.
DeMontis back wearing his 86. He wore 2 earlier today, but the two of them,
still chirping.
Oh yeah, DeMontis and Serbu are about as competitive as you're going to see in this tournament, and ended up basically arm in arm, twirling towards the boards until both of them were face to face with the glass.
Yeah, DeMontis was probably about 20 feet away, and Serbu was still chirping him. No love lost, but of course those two, the best of friends off the ice and great teammates on the Canadian National Blind Hockey team. Here goes Gilles Ouellette as he tries to advance the puck into the offensive zone. Initially stood up at the blue line, and now it's collected by Juha. 9:50 to go in the second period. The Ice Owls bring it in along the far wing. DeMontis makes the pass to Juha. Our four-legged friend behind us voices his pleasure about the play here from the Ice Owls.
I think they were calling offside.
Well, he may be cheering on the Ice Dogs for all we know. As Juha cycles around the far side. He's got options at the point. Tried to make a dipsy doodle as Fitzpatrick got dumped in front. And now here go the Ice Dogs quickly up the ice. Pulkkinen takes possession. He's got a man trailing him as he tried to make the pass over to Bruno Haché, but that gave Juha enough time to back check and split it up. Beauregard, nice job by Mark DeMontis, stripping it away. This could be an odd man rush. DeMontis to Juha, shoots, oh, he scores! Yeehaw, Juha! What a beauty. Weber got a big piece of it, but Jason Juha muscles it through for a 2-0 lead.
And you see it again as DeMontis just holds that puck just long enough to draw Weber over. And it gives Juha the opportunity to sort of come in late there and beat him on the left side. His right, our left. And it's a 2-0 lead with 8:25 left to go in the first.
The Ice Owls in yellow working left to right across your screen. The Ice Dogs in red working right to left. And the Ice Dogs are on offense as Serbu let the shot fly. That one went into the shin pads of Heaslip and right back to the stick of Serbu. Kelly Serbu cycling to the backhand. Big block in front. They jam away at it. But Joey the Wall Cabral with another big save.
Kelly Serbu deciding not to dig at that one. Deciding, well, maybe I won't attract the attention of the officials this time. And just skate away. Not draw the ire of any other defenders either.
Mark Bentz applying that defensive stance in front of the net to try push Serbu off the puck. And From the face-off, the puck ricochets through the neutral zone as Emily McLean there. She scored a beautiful goal in the shootout earlier today. And they've got her back on the right defensive position for now for the Ice Dogs as they get the puck in deep. Bentz tracks back in his own corner to get it, plays it around the boards to the near side. As the Ice Dogs try keep the Ice Owls pinned in their own zone. Puck squirts right in front of the goal as to the far wing, Hugh Leduc gets to it first for the Ice Owls. Great play there by Heaslip to chip it around the boards, and then check that shield move as he controls it for Tunis. Back to Heaslip, tries to flip it to Leduc. Leduc takes possession. Good swarming defensive effort there by Pulkkinen and the Ice Dogs to strip it away. Ice Owls nearly turn it over inside their own zone, but here goes Nate the Great Tunis. At the end of a shift, he'll just dump that one in and peel off for a change. And now a chance for the Ice Owls to take possession in their own zone. As better call Paul Schmold. He gets his stick to that one. That's a great name. I love that. As, a big hit thrown. Provin gets knocked over. Play continuing on. There's a shot attempt from Mizuraka. It got blocked as Juha comes in for the defensive stoppage. And now he's leading the breakout. Plays the puck ahead, intended for Provin. It's a foot race. Beauregard just got his stick to it first. Provin centers the puck, but it's turned over, and here goes Serbu with 6 minutes remaining in the second. The seas part as Serbu carries it in, shields it. A couple of Ice Owl defenders crashing into each other as a player's lost her stick as well. The shot from the point goes over to the near corner. Serbu plays it over to Mizuraka. That could be a real tough line to contend with Mizuraka, Serbu, and Pulkkinen out there playing offense right now for the Ice Dogs. And they're giving the defensive core for the Ice Owls some troubles here. But Juha picks it up, and under pressure, he'll just dump that one down the ice. Icing going to be the call here. And we get the whistle with 5:25 remaining in the second.
Well, that was an interesting set of events there with the stick laying right across the middle of the ice. The official coming in to scoop it up, removing an obstacle there. That's a passing lane, right? And you're worried about anyone tripping on it, but you're also concerned that any passes happening there are going to deviate and maybe back out of the zone or maybe prolong the Ice Dogs' time in the offensive zone.
Well, here go the Ice Owls on a rush. DeMontis with Fitzpatrick makes the pass. Fitzpatrick shoots and scores! His second of the weekend, Craig Fitzpatrick. And I believe it should be 3-0 now. The scoreboard in the rink just reads 1, but that's definitely the third. And the Ice Owls have opened up a 3-goal lead.
Yeah, really nice play there as DeMontis with another setup. He's just been like the Apple King here this weekend. Just some great passing, some great setups, some really amazing goals being scored here. And he's setting them up, and Fitzpatrick's the same thing here.
The real MVP of the tournament is finally here. Matt Morrow's grandma just came over and said hello. Thank you for coming over. We love you.
Well, we love you too. Thank gosh we have wonderful people like you to look out for all of us.
That's so kind of you. Thank you. As we check the action back at ice level, and we get an icing call there against the Ice Dogs. Sorry, Rossi, I had to acknowledge the real
Absolutely.
MVP.
Royalty. Are you kidding me?
So we've got just over 3.5 minutes remaining here in the period. Again, this is a preview of the gold medal game tomorrow, as these two teams will be back in action to wrap up the 2022 Canadian National Blind Hockey Tournament.
I'm afraid we might have created some monsters here.
Oh, no.
With the nicknames.
Oh, boy.
Hussein says, here's a nickname for Hugh Leduc. How about Q the Duke of the Ice Owls? Q the Duke.
All right, we'll keep that one in our back pocket. There's a shot for the Ice Dogs, ripping it from the point and letting that one fly was Haché, but it got blocked and now chipped up the ice. And actually, check that. That may have been Randy Banks there letting that one fly. Here go the Ice Owls in pursuit of the puck behind the goal. Juha cycling his way out front. Centers for Q the Duke, but that time Hugh the Duke can't get the clean shot away. As Bradbury picks up the loose puck, fires it off the boards. Not quite out of the zone. Nice defensive work there by Wayne St. Denis to hold the point. 2.5 minutes remaining in the second period of play. As Kelly Serbu picks up the puck, his team trailing 3-0. Serbu got dumped there by Juha. No call. Serbu not happy about the lack of the arm going up from the official. He's got to fight through it. And you know he will. As Juha just dumps that one deep inside Ice Dogs territory.
I'm going to assume Gary St. Denis is a Leafs fan.
Yes.
Because he sent a message through to us early on here, just after it was 1-0. He's holy Mackinac. I missed a goal already. That's what happens, Gary, when you tune in late. You can miss all kinds of action here at the Canadian Blind Hockey Tournament.
No doubt about it. We've seen goals scored fast. Oh, we've seen big saves. And that was a great right pad save by Joey the Wall Cabral as he stonewalls Jukka the frozen dog Pulkkinen.
That pad came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I thought for sure that puck was getting buried. But no, Cabral comes in at the last possible second and shuts that open hole. That was unreal. Great save by Cabral.
He's made some stellar saves this weekend. That one, like you said, the quick reaction ranks right up there. And now here goes a quick break for the Ice Owls. Amanda Provin carrying the puck ahead, tries to hit Roland Arndt with the pass, but he had his stick tied up. And now Pulkkinen takes it out for the Ice Dogs. Loose puck as the Ice Owls try corral it. Sean Heaslip comes up with it. Final minute of play here in the second period as Heaslip wheels out of his own zone. Chips the puck over to the Ice Dogs blue line where it's met by Francois Beauregard. Amanda Provin battling for possession. Nice job to corral the rolling puck. Roland Arndt with a backhander right on. Big save by Weber. And then it's frozen down for the whistle. Timely save there by Lorne Weber.
Lorne Weber proving he is definitely a force to be reckoned with in this tournament. And we can say a lot about Cabral, no doubt about that. But Weber almost quietly, just reliable.
Yeah.
Right? Just reliable, not having to be super acrobatic about anything there. He's made a couple of big saves, no doubt. But for the most part, he's just a quiet, reliable goalie.
And Weber's smart. He plays his positioning so well, uses his big body to his advantage. And you're right, Ross, he's rarely caught in a bad position, but his team are in a tough spot right now because after 2 periods of play, it's the Ice Owls leading the Ice Dogs 3-0. But I think this game is still pretty much in the balance. It's not over yet.
No, it's not. But I'll tell you one thing. This third period is going to be very interesting to watch, if only because there haven't been a lot of stoppages.
Yeah.
These 2 periods have just flown by, and with that run time, you may have fewer opportunities. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here in the third as the Ice Dogs try and do something here to break that goose egg and get on the board. But as of right now, the clock is flying by. The clock is not their friend.
You know, it's not quite like football where you don't want to tip your hand with certain plays or anything. It's not necessarily about the X's and O's. But I don't wonder if on that Ice Dogs bench they're saying, you know, this game, it's not the most important one. We have a bigger game tomorrow against these guys.
That's a good point.
Let's save a little something for tomorrow, maybe.
That's a good point. You want to have something left in the tank, no doubt.
Yeah.
And you may not want to necessarily show all your cards.
Yes.
Because you're playing the same team again tomorrow. So you've already punched your ticket. Maybe you hold off a little bit. Maybe sort of inflate the other team with a false sense of confidence.
Yeah, because I got to think the Ice Dogs feel like this has been, the Ice Owls, the team in yellow, feel like this is probably a relatively easy game compared to what they may have expected.
Yeah.
They've been skating with relative ease. They haven't faced a ton of physicality.
Right.
And I just wonder if maybe the Ice Dogs are saving a little of that for tomorrow's big gold medal game. We will find out. You can tune in tomorrow for all the action, but we still have a few games here on the docket today as you're tuned into the 2022 Canadian National Blind Hockey Tournament. And the third period of play underway. Mike Ross, Nico Cardarelli up here providing the play-by-play and color commentary. Our Parasport TV crew behind the scenes, producing the visuals, doing a great job. Francisco, Paul, and Jen. And of course, kudos to Matt Morrow and Luca DeMontis and Laura Mark from Canadian Blind Hockey for doing a great job here this weekend. As Craig Fitzpatrick's feeling it, he's jiving out there right now.
It's nice that there's still that element of fun in what is we've already seen is a heated game. It's a little bit more intense than what we were seeing last night and this morning.
You got that right. And Mark DeMontis, he's been intense all weekend. Nice 1-2 behind the net as DeMontis gets it back. Tries the backhanded wraparound, nearly snuck it in. Second effort, big pad save by Weber as somehow he got that left pad there to stonewall DeMontis.
Weber was down on his right side there and still manages to get up and get that left pad out to make the second save and keep his team in this, icing with 10:30 left in the second.
So a great game here between these two teams, and of course we've got one more open division game after this when the Eclipse take on the Ibu in a preview of the bronze medal game tomorrow. And we'll wrap up today's broadcast schedule with the low vision and development division game. It's game number 3 in their series. And those have been some good nail-biter games too. The first one yesterday ending in a 1-1 draw. I think today it finished 1-0 earlier. Those have been really good quality games. As the Ice Dogs fire the puck across center ice, deep. That one just missing the net, but it's picked up by Heaslip with under 10 minutes remaining in the third. Heaslip plays it off the boards. Leduc chasing after it, but it's going to be Haché that gets to it first for the Ice Dogs. As Pulkkinen tries to get in the zone deep, and he does so along the near wing, centering it out front, but that pass just out of the reach of Gilles Ouellette. Beauregard, nice play by Francois Beauregard to hold the zone. As he pinches in once again, hammers it off the boards and down low. Sean Heaslip tries to get around the check of Jukka Pulkkinen, as now Nathan Tunis takes it. There's a shot off the half wall by Haché. Ricochets off the end boards and then ripped around by Mark Bentz as the Ice Owls try to clear the zone, but great work there by the veteran Francois Beauregard as he uses his body temporarily holding the zone.
Uses his body is light. I mean, come on. He set a pick there. It was from that standpoint not to get called. That was well played by him.
I was going to say, I feel like we've seen less called here this weekend.
I think, well, certainly I find in this game there have been a few instances where there's been 1, 2, maybe 3 plays in this game where, you could have easily seen a penalty called. Maybe not necessarily just in years gone by, but even earlier in this tournament you might have seen it called. But I think the officials, they see that this is what this game is and the preview that it is for tomorrow, and maybe letting things go a little bit.
Yeah, and I think they've managed the game pretty well so far. Even though it's been heated and physical at times, they've kept players relatively in check, and we haven't seen anything overly egregious here, as Amanda Provin doing a good job on the forecheck, nearly stripping the puck away, but now it's Kelly Serbu who comes in to take possession as the Ice Dogs gain the zone under 8 minutes remaining. Serbu makes the pass to Mizuraka, tries to get it back to Serbu, but Juha there defensively digs that one out and sends it down the ice.
As a Maple Leafs fan, I don't like the term game management by officials. It hasn't been great game management over the last few weeks, I'll tell you that right now.
I have no idea what you're talking
about.
You
don't?
I'm kidding, I'm kidding.
You don't? Come on. Holding the stick in overtime? Come on. Come on. No, that didn't happen.
What does Matthews got to do to get a penalty called for them? Come on.
It's unbelievable.
It's actually pretty crazy when you check out the numbers.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. And they keep the stats on it.
Yep.
You get an offside here.
Tough break. Serbu thought he held the zone, but the whistle goes.
But they actually keep stats on the number of penalties that players draw. Like, it's unbelievable. If you ever get a chance to do a tour at an NHL building, or even an AHL, OHL, junior hockey, wherever, the way the off-ice, the number of off-ice officials that are involved in the stats keeping is just mind-blowing. And when you get to the NHL level, I mean, it's really intense. And the fact that they keep numbers on drawn penalties, and you see, just do a comparison between Connor McDavid and Austin Matthews.
Yeah, that was probably one of the most shocking things to me when I was doing OHL commentary was how many off-ice officials actually work the game.
Yeah.
And like you said, I'm sure at the NHL level it just ramps up even further. So.
Well, the thing is, it's changed so much. Like back in the days when I was announcing in the OHL, like 98 to 2001, you didn't have all those stats. You didn't have the live the live scoring the way you do now. And I mean, seriously, we had a guy in Ottawa. His nickname was Tank. He was one of Ryan Kilrea's good buddies, and Tank was he's just a salt-of-the-earth guy. Loved him. And he would be the shot clock operator. He would count the shots, and he would put them up on the board.
Yep.
And I can't tell you how many nights I would look up to announce the shots at the end of a period and wonder, like, 42 shots? What? 62 shots? What? So the joke became that the Tank wasn't counting shots; he was doing shots, and that's why the shot clock was so elevated. Like it just got silly after a while.
Well, if he's doing 100 shots in the period, I'm surprised he can make it to the end of the game. But
it's unreal.
I guess that's why they call him the Tank.
He could put him away, no doubt.
Well, let's find out if the Ice Owls can put away the Ice Dogs here in this game with just over 5 minutes remaining. As Mark DeMontis picks up the loose puck, brings it into the zone. He's got Juha and Leduc trailing him as passing options. DeMontis behind the goal, still continuing to hold possession here. As he tries to find a passing option, still nothing doing, so he dumps it into the far corner, and it's Emily McLean that gets there first for the Ice Dogs. Puck chipped out through center ice. As Nathan Tunis in a foot race there, going against, I believe that was Nathan Tree with the white helmet. It is Tree, and now it's the Ice Dogs that come away with possession. Backhanded to the Ice Owls blue line where it's scooped up by Juha. 4:10 remaining in the third. Juha dumps it in. Soft dump, no icing there, so it'll be a chance for the Ice Dogs to try break out of the zone, but a delayed offside called there against the Ice Owls.
On the chat board here, I'd be curious to know who Brent Chapman cheers for in the NHL, because he says it's unbelievable the excuses Leaf fans come up with. Well, now I don't know if Brent's a Montreal fan. I could understand why he'd be upset today, waking up to the news that they're eliminated from the Stanley Cup playoffs officially.
I thought they were months ago.
No, not officially.
My bad.
Mathematically, the dagger was finally sunk into their heart late last night, early this morning.
Sorry to all the Boo fans back home. No, Brent actually coming from the West Coast near Vancouver, so I'm pretty sure he's a Canucks fan.
Wow, and then he's also got nothing to worry about as far as the playoffs go.
But on that note, we got a great message yesterday from Brody McKenzie. I meant to mention it and forgot. Brody, who's usually here at all these events, unable to make it this time, but he was tuned in and cheering everyone on, and I know he's given everyone good thoughts and strength here this weekend. So Brent and Brody, we miss you guys, and thank you for tuning in and chiming in on the live chat thread. We got a power play here for the Ice Owls. 20 seconds gone off the power play. There's 2:48 remaining in the third period of play. So the Ice Owls, I'm sure, will just want to take this clock down. There's about a 13-second differential between the penalty and game clock. So it's going to be really tough for the Ice Dogs to really foreseeably pull off a comeback here. I think just one goal would help them out in terms of their confidence level going into tomorrow.
Brent does confirm he's a Canucks fan.
I'm sorry to hear that.
And listen, I have one of my assistant coaches in the youth baseball that I coach. He's a Canucks fan, and he came out to the Canucks Leafs game a couple of weeks ago, and came up to the booth after the game and gave it to me soundly because the Canucks were victorious that night. So they had bragging rights that night. And they're building towards something good out there in Vancouver.
Yeah.
They really are.
Yeah, they got a couple of really nice pieces. Oh, what a big save! Are you kidding me? Joey, the Portuguese wall, Cabral, get out of here. He just stoned Serbu in tight.
Kelly Serbu has to be wondering what he needs to do to score in this game because the passes he's making are getting stopped. The moves he's making at the net are being stopped. The shots he's taking are being stopped. Like, he's just got no puck luck beyond Cabral. Cabral just keeps shutting the door on him every which way.
Yeah, that was an incredibly impressive save. Mizuraka with the shot right from the faceoff after Serbu drew it to him, but that got blocked. And now the Ice Dogs have just 1:10 remaining in the third period to try break the goose egg on the board, as Joey the Wall Cabral playing maybe his best game of the weekend so far. But here goes Serbu into the zone for the Ice Dogs. Nice back checking by Fitzpatrick to break it up as we're inside the final minute of play here in this open division game between the Ice Dogs and the Ice Owls. It's picked up by Serbu at center ice. 45 seconds remaining. Streaks into the zone. Mizuraka returns it to Serbu. Good defensive positioning there by Fitzpatrick, who's got one of the 3 goals. Serbu with the wraparound and he scores! 33.5 left on the clock. Joey, I'm sorry. I hope I didn't give you the broadcaster jinx there. But Serbu gets the goal and he breaks the shutout.
I don't think that's a question of jinx. I think it's just a question of Serbu finally getting something going for himself. Great work there by Fitzpatrick to basically force Serbu to suddenly flip 180 and head back behind the net and have the wraparound goal. So now that was Kelly Serbu finally getting something working for himself after having Cabral stymie him the entire game.
So the goal comes short-handed for Serbu and the Ice Dogs, but more importantly, that goal should help boost their confidence heading into the game tomorrow, as these two teams will battle in the gold medal final tomorrow afternoon.
And a short-handed goal, so that's even more impressive for Serbu to find the net on his shorty.
Absolutely, as Nathan Tree comes out of the box, so we're back to 5 aside, but just 10 seconds remaining here in the third as DeMontis shields the puck in the corner, taking time off the clock, and that'll do it. The Ice Owls go through the open division undefeated in round-robin play. They take this game by a final score of 3-1, and these two teams will hit the ice again tomorrow in the gold medal game at the 2022 Canadian National Blind Hockey Tournament.
You're being called out by the U.S. blind hockey team.
What did I do?
The Wall has had a great game, but you jinxed him.
Mel, you're probably right on that one.
That's funny.
Joey, I am sorry. I thought about it before I said it. I was like, come on, no way. But you know what? Cabral played a great game, as did his Ice Owl teammates. Both teams putting on a great effort. But the final score in this one, the Ice Owls 3, the Ice Dogs 1. Folks, stay tuned. We've got one more open division game coming up next as the Eclipse gets set to take on the Abu. You're tuned in to the 2022 Canadian National Blind Hockey Tournament.